Welcome to the SCORE Business Showcase. I'm your host, Steve Geyer, and my co-host is Marianne Coche. And we have a guest with us today, and we're looking forward to his venture in the company. But before we begin, let's do a little commercial on SCORE. Marianne, would you give us that information?
Sure. SCORE is a free business resource. Don't go it alone. SCORE provides mentoring, online training, and webinars. There's also templates, guides, and some of the most frequently asked questions that entrepreneurs and business owners are looking for. So, regardless of your stage of business, there's something for every small business owner or entrepreneur at SCORE.
Well, Hardeep, we're looking forward to your journey today. And once again, our audience, this is Hardeep Mehta. He's been in business for the past 5 years. The name of his company is Cognivo. And what does Cognivo do?
Sure. Good morning. I'm really excited to be here. So at Cognivo, we partner with small to mid-sized data-intensive investment management firms to capitalize on their data assets with the purpose of empowering them to make more confident investment decisions and strengthen the efficiency and accuracy of their middle and back office operations. So having these solutions in place allows these investment management firms to better serve their current investors, but also have the confidence to go out and attract new investors. And how do we do this? We do this in three main ways. First, we apply advanced analytics, data science, and machine learning in the front office to help their investment team make more confident investment decisions. Second, we utilize our proprietary software tools and methodologies to fully automate their middle and back office operations. This allows them to generate timely and accurate reports that they can then use within accounting for compliance and for their investors. And third, we use the latest technology stack to modernize their legacy systems into more agile solutions that foster efficiency and growth across their investment firm.
Wow, that's really covering a lot in areas that are industries that are like very regulated. I'm curious, who are your actual clients and how do you hire them? How do they hire you?
Sure. So our typical engagement is with small to medium-sized investment firms that are drowning in data. They have legacy systems that are not keeping up with their growth. So these investment managers are looking to take their investment firms for being overloaded with data to the point where they're unable to make decisions to a more highly systematic and data-driven investment firm. For example, over the last couple of years, we have helped our investment management clients streamline and automate their investment and operational workflows, employ advanced analytics and machine learning within their investment process. And we have also helped our clients modernize their legacy systems into more robust and scalable solutions. The bespoke solutions that we deliver, they provide an exceptional return on investment by allowing our investment management clients and their teams to readily access key data. Most small projects that we implement break even within weeks of implementation, and the larger ones within a few months. We also have listed some of our recent work under the Other Results section of our website.
Now, how did you actually get involved into this actual industry as far as investments are concerned?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I have always believed in the power of data and advanced analytics and how, when applied correctly, they can really transform an organization. I myself have a bachelor's in computer science, and before founding Cognivo, I gained over 15 years of experience working at highly coveted, large institutional buy-side and sell-side firms. So while I was working there, I saw this need in the marketplace where smaller investment management firms did not have access to the same advanced data management and analytics methodologies that I saw being applied at the top tier firms. So my goal for founding Cognivo was to provide these smaller investment firms the same access and our unique combination of our deep knowledge and understanding of the capital markets, along with our vast experience in building large scale and complex financial technology solutions.
Hardeep, what would you say sets Cognivo apart from your competition?
Right. So something that is very unique to Cognivo is, like I was telling you a little bit, our combination of our deep knowledge of the investment management world, which includes the knowledge of financial instruments, asset classes, risk and portfolio management, along with our vast technical expertise and experience in building highly scalable and agile custom solutions in data aggregation, management, advanced analytics, data science, and machine learning. So for our clients, this means that at Cognivo, we do not have a learning curve when it comes to understanding their business and its needs. Plus, we bring our proprietary software, tools, and methodologies that we have developed and refined over the years along with us. Our clients are receiving the same top tier knowledge and expertise that is available at most large firms, but at a fraction of the cost. Another advantage that we offer is that our entire team is based in the greater New York City area, which our clients truly appreciate the fact that we are accessible and we understand the culture.
Now, Meta, I've been involved in the investment world for quite some time, since the 80s.
Sure.
Now,
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
what skills do you have? Do you have your license, or what other skills as far as being an entrepreneur in business?
I think, I've had the company for 5 years. So in my experience, I think more than anything, what you need is a passion and commitment for your field, along with the ability to educate yourself and to be able to work hard. You need to have a long-term vision of how you want your company to look like in the next 2, 5, 10 years. And then you need the attention to detail in order to execute that vision and realize your goals. And lastly, I feel that you really need to be willing to take initiative and pursue informed and calculated risks.
So, what would you say, Hardeep, is something that you've learned as you become a fintech entrepreneur?
Yeah. So at Cognivo, our guiding principles are integrity, along with our hyper focus on satisfying our clients and meeting their business goals. So these two values, I feel like, are key to being a successful business in any field. Another skill that was really important was the ability to develop and manage client relationships. What we have realized is that clients like to work with people that they like and can trust, but also have a shared interest in their success. We also need the ability to problem solve. You have to be able to break down big problems into smaller, manageable problems that you can prioritize and then tackle on a daily, weekly basis.
When you're involved in business, you set a lot of goals, and a lot of people are interested in goal setting. Any particular goals that you had in developing your business?
Yeah, so as I was explaining a little bit earlier, my initial goal on the business front was to share my unique combination of the knowledge and experience of both the capital markets and financial technology with small to medium-sized investment management firms in the area. On the personal side, and this was a big one also, was to create something meaningful and to achieve personal growth and job satisfaction via the business.
Could you tell us a little bit more about HFM Awards?
Sure. So one of the things that we are super excited about, last year, Cognivo was shortlisted for 2 awards by the Hedge Fund magazine. And the 2 categories that we were nominated for was Best IT Consultancy Services and Best IT Service for Small and Startup Firms. We were one of the only few companies that were nominated in 2 separate categories. And we were very excited to be nominated, and we have more details that you can learn about by going to our website.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, because of being in business, there's a lot of curveballs that come our way. And you've been in business
Sure.
for the past 5 years. Have you been able to pivot, or did you have to pivot at all during that 5 years, but especially last year?
Yes, we did. So initially, when we started the company, my initial goal was to focus on the broader financial services industry. But we quickly realized that because we were a very small firm just starting out, we really needed to narrow that focus down. So in order to be successful, we wanted to go from serving the broader financial services to a more focused niche. So because our experience was within capital markets on the institutional side, we decided that we will focus exclusively on the hedge fund market. So we made this pivot because we feel that the hedge funds typically deal with large amounts of data, and we feel like we can provide the most value to these clients.
So, what would you say are some of the challenges that you had to overcome?
Yeah, so like any growing business, we are trying to answer the question of when do we bring someone on board full time. So our primary concern here is the quality of our service and the productivity of our team. So we would like to find someone and hire them, at the right time, as close as possible to our current and anticipated business needs, right? And then another challenge that we are addressing, and I feel this is probably something that a lot of companies are thinking about, is how do you build a company culture when your staff is mostly working remotely? So I feel like the question of how do we communicate and cultivate our values remotely is something that is not unique to us right now, and a lot of companies are working on this.
There's a lot of business owners that watch this program. And what advice do you have for them?
So I would like to probably say that you need to really have empathy towards your clients and their business goals more than anything. And second, I think it's really important to do consistent, high quality work to keep your current clients happy. And I think equally important is the ability to recruit exceptional people and then encourage an open communication of ideas and promote transparency within your firm.
Very good.
What would you say is the value that SCORE mentoring has provided to your business?
Yes, from the very beginning, my experience with SCORE has been extremely positive. I've been working with my mentor for over 3 years, and he has guided me through a wide array of business challenges, from operations to sales and to finance even. And if a certain topic is not their expertise, they have been able to leverage other mentors within SCORE that do have that expertise and experience in that particular area, which have been very helpful. So from my experience at SCORE, the mentors are highly knowledgeable and have the experience that we as startup founders lack. And even more important than that, I feel like they are very helpful and willing to share their knowledge and experience with you.
Now, how does the future look for your company?
So in the near term, our plan is to continue to develop the customizable solutions for our data intensive investment management clients to allow them to make more confident investment decisions, to streamline their operations with the goal of growing their assets under management. And then we are also very excited to be developing a cloud-based customizable solution that focuses on some of the distinct pain points that our investment management clients are facing while doing their day-to-day jobs.
So tell me, Hardeep, what would you say one of the most interesting projects that you were involved with was? And, how did this make an impact for your client's business?
Sure. So one of the recent projects that we worked on was to, again, it was a combination of the solutions that we provide. So this investment management firm was, had a bunch of current systems that they were using that kind of grew as the firm grew, but the systems were not keeping up with their growth, and they really wanted to grow the number of investors that they have and grow the assets under management and really, make the firm, take the firm, to the next stage of growth. So we worked with them very closely to modernize their legacy systems, and we designed a brand new platform for them. It's a web-based portal that they use, which streamlined a lot of their investment and operational workflow. It allows them to, put their deals and their assets under this one portal, which gives everybody a unified view through interactive dashboards that they feel is much easier to use, and also provides them with all the key data that they need to see without, manually working on Excel spreadsheets for hours and hours to get the same answers.
We talked about challenges, but what are some of your successes that you've had?
So, the business has been, I feel really good about the way things have happened over the last 5 years, and I'm very excited, looking forward into the next year in 2021 and beyond. Personally, I feel like I have learned a lot, and it's been a very fulfilling experience for me to start a business. And I've learned a lot from my SCORE mentor about, operations and finance and accounting and sales and customer relationship and hiring. And, so it's been a very, very rich experience for me. And then as a company, we definitely feel like we are in the right place to offer the right services to the right clients. And we're excited to be, getting past the 2020, right, which was very challenging for a lot of companies. We were actually able to grow last year, which was, probably better than, a lot of other companies probably feel. So we were happy about that, and we will want to continue to build on that this year.
I'm curious, how long do you typically work with a client for?
So we like to have clients for life is my goal, right? So a lot of these clients come to us and we work with them on a small project that they can kind of see the way we work and see if there is, the way our team works and their team works is a good match. And then we usually end up having them for other bigger projects to the point where we are managing a lot of their data. We're also responsible for a lot of the processes that are running in the background. So ideally, when we get a client, we start slow and build a relationship. But once, over the next few months, we are able to become a good partner for them that they can rely on for some of the non-core, outside the investment strategy and the investment, we can take care of some of the other software and data related things for them.
The saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Sure.
Do you have any hobbies that you enjoy?
Yes, I do. I love to work on my business. It's very much a lot of fun for me, and I can definitely spend a lot of hours, thinking about it. But also, outside of the business, I do mixed martial arts. I also like to work out. I love hiking. When the weather is nice, to go out in nature and spend more time, playing racquetball and other sports. So I'm very active in doing a lot of sports and just being out and about. So that's how, I try to relax away from the business.
Very good.
You bring up a really good point about loving your work and doing what you do, but also taking that time to step away. A lot of
Yes,
times people get a lot of business owners have said that they get a lot of clarity when they do that and they come back to their
absolutely.
business very refreshed. Could you tell us a little
Yeah.
bit more?
Yeah, I mean, that is so true what you just said. I think, it's easy to get in the mindset that, oh, because it's in the early stage, I really should be putting all these hours, and it's good for the business. But, and again, this is another one of those things that I did talk to my mentor about too. And, you know, I think over the long term, it's more important to take breaks and be away from the business. And you definitely come back that much refreshed. So, it's something that I'm also trying to get in more and more in the habit of taking, time off on a continuously on a, and not letting the business, because it's really, it is very relaxing. You come back, you are even more productive than you were if you probably decided not to do some of the things outside the business. So yeah, I would agree with you, absolutely.
Now, as far as personal development, is there any particular books that you read that you might share with our business owners out there?
I like to read, I like to read biographies is, where I like to read a lot. I'm not like a fiction reader. I read some personal, development books, but mostly biographies. And there's been quite a few biographies that I've read. One is President Obama's biography. One of the recent ones that I read was a book called Principles by Ray Dalio. So yeah, it's been a good combination. I definitely, take some bits and pieces away from some of these books that I have read over the years, and just even listening to some podcasts or some TV and everything. But yeah, so biographies is where I like to read.
That's excellent because you can learn from those biographies what those people in business did, as well as
Yes.
their challenges, and then also to see their successes.
Absolutely. I feel like, the best way to learn is by doing, but the second best way, without some of the risks involved is by learning from people that have already done it, right? So I think that's how maybe the SCORE mindset is, right? Trying to help people with, helping them make decisions based on experience without having them going through some of the painful processes, right? And, yeah.
Exactly. We're always learning,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
really enjoy in telling us, about how you switched and you came up with this idea and got into this journey. You actually assessed and realized the skills that you had from, right?
Hmm.
And that they were
Yes.
transferable into
Yeah.
becoming a business owner, an entrepreneur. So, who would you say maybe would be like a key hire? What skills would they need that you would need to make to continue to grow your business?
So yeah, a very good hire for us right now would be somebody who, again, a little bit like my background, which is a really good combination of the knowledge of the capital markets on the institutional side of how the markets work, and a lot of the inner workings of the investment management industry. But along with that, they bring, highly technical knowledge about building financial technology solutions, so the software side and the data side of things. So that's what we are looking for right now. So I feel like if we can get somebody that can take over some of the work that I do in managing projects and everything, then I can focus more on just the client relationship management, which I feel is very important for us.
Now, what do you do to actually market your business?
A lot of the work that we have done or the business that we have gotten is, so clients are happy with the work that we're doing. And a lot of it has been, word of mouth and just business development through the network that I have. And, a lot of it is via LinkedIn and talking to people and understanding, what kind of challenges they're having. And also we like to put out content to, to kind of talk about some of the pain points that the investment managers are having so they can feel like we do understand their business and what kind of challenges they face and, they face, and how we provide some creative solutions to address those challenges.
I think it's so important that you bring up the relationship aspect. And that's something that you want to really focus on, how important that is for your business. As small business owners or entrepreneurs, many of us look at our business through our lens, right? Our own perspective. But it seems like you really focus on understanding your client and understanding their needs. You have a real handle on that. Is that something that you could talk a little bit more about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes, I feel personally that, the way to grow your business is to do everything you can to help your clients grow their business, right? So, and a lot of your decision making is also very clear when your ultimate, your primary goal becomes, making sure that you're focused on your clients and their goals. So, for example, what kind of features should we put into a solution is an easy question to answer if you're empathetic towards your clients and their day-to-day frustrations. You know exactly. So that's why, like, when we put out content, it resonates with a lot of people because we talk about the things that we have observed and we empathize, while they're doing. So I think, it sounds a little interesting, but if you decide to not focus on yourself, right, and focus on your clients, I think that's beneficial not only for the client, but also for the business owner, and it's really a good set of ideas to bring in, if you're looking to build a business over the long term.
Now, going back to marketing, just briefly, do you belong to any networking groups?
Yes, I mean, there was a bunch of organizations that I was, trying to go into New York City. Obviously, last year we didn't get to do a lot of that, but I do a lot of the networking through just emailing and phone calls and LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been a good resource to be able to get introductions and start conversations with other businesses that might be facing some of the challenges that we can, help them overcome.
What's the best way for our viewers to get in touch with you?
The best way, if you would like to learn more about our team and some of the recent case studies and some of the solutions that we offer, would be to go to our website at www.cognivo.us. And if you prefer, you can email me directly at Hardeep@cognivo.us, or you can call my direct line at 646-887-6891.
Well, Hardeep, I tell you, this has really been a pleasure. Enjoyed hearing about your journey and your business. It's been a pleasure. All right, speaking with you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, and thanks for watching, our audience out there, and thanks for joining the SCORE Business Showcase to your business success.